Welcome back to the Tarot Life Coach channel with me, your host, Tonya Melendez. So today is Monday, September 17th, and we just had a weekend with a new moon, and that new moon was in Virgo. So there's a lot of practical and analytical thoughts going on, but also there was a lot of Pisces energy, so there was a lot of feelings going on. And last week, as I was rolling around the country, or around the world, I should say, I was able to really pick up a lot of those different energies. So now I am back in Kiev, and here to just keep moving forward. And I wanted to share with you today's power words, as well as today's prayer. And today we are using the Ascended Masters cards. Haven't used those in a while, as well as our tarot readings. So that's how we're going to get started today. And then a few announcements at the end, and just a few other things I want to check in with you about. So let's just again check in and take a moment to breathe, to connect with our spirit, to connect with ourselves. How good it is to just connect with our spirit and to connect with our inner self, our inner beingness, our God's essence. And I'm just so grateful to know this, to speak this, to feel this, to vibrate this, because I know that God is all there is. I know God is my life. God is my very breath, and closer still. I know God is within, through, and as me. And as I know it is my truth, I absolutely know it is the truth for everyone listening and watching this video. So it is here that I surrender, I let go, and let the divine goddess guide me where I need to be. I know there is no fear here because God is near. I know these words vibrate for each and every person, and each and every cell of our being is lifted on high. I'm so grateful for this and so much more. I bless our week. I bless our bodies. I bless our families and friends. I bless our divine work. I bless our prosperity and abundance. I bless it all. It is all good because it is all God. I let it be. And so it is. So our words for this week are truth and surrender, because within you is your truth. So many times we are distracted by our dreams and distracted by what we really want to do because we're afraid of what others will think, or we're afraid of what is behind that. We're afraid to go a little bit further. And so instead of being afraid, why not just surrender to it? So today I want to ask you the question. Our power words are truth and surrender. So my question to you is, what truth is living inside of you? What truth is dying to get out? For me, it was really stepping into myself as a psychic, and as a writer, as a healer, as a medium, as a woman, and it really took time for me to accept my spiritual and intuitive gifts. And now it is my life, it is my career, and I am grateful that I walk my walk and talk my talk. So where is your truth? Where is it lying in your body, in your spirit? What is in you that is dying to get out? And whatever that is, and whatever fear is stopping you, surrender it now, because within you is your greatness. Within you is your magnificent. Within you is your gifts and your time and your talent that you're supposed to share with the world. And because fear, or other people, or not enough time, or I'm too old, or I'm or a but, these are the reasons that stop you. Nobody and nothing is stopping you except for you. So allow this time to breathe into who you truly are, and ask yourself that question. What really is hiding within you? What is the truth within you that is dying to get out? And whatever you need to let go of, surrender it now, because when you surrender, you're allowing your truest self, your spiritual beingness, to come out, to shine, to light up the world. So surrender those fears, surrender those doubts, surrender all of that. Know that within you is greatness. Inspire yourself, inspire your family, inspire your friends, and see how far you will really go. And so with that said, let's go ahead and get started. So I've been reading a wonderful book by Tama Kieves called Inspired and Unstoppable. It's her new book, and I will put her name on, I will actually thank her for such a wonderful book. It's Inspired and Unstoppable, and I really feel that it's the book that I wanted to write years ago, but now the book that I am writing is the book that I'm supposed to write. But it is just such a wonderful message, and I just applaud her and her work, and so grateful that she's able to share who she is, her truth, with the world. And soon I'll be doing more than videos, and so that's exactly what I am here to do. So let's see what our Ascended Masters have to say with our truth and surrender. And I'm just so grateful, again, to be back here in Kiev. I was in Chicago last week. I was in Key West last week, so I've been jetting around. But you know, the good thing is I'm grateful and just so blessed, and was able to see who I wanted to see and who I needed to see, and just spent some great time with my go-to guru girlfriend, Deb Fro. And her and I are working on a new project. So wink, wink, we are now the go-to guru girlfriends. And so I will keep you posted on what that is. So let's see what our Ascended Masters have to say. So this is good. Our first one is see the other person's point of view. And so what this is telling me is, again, have compassion and have, empathy for another, but don't allow yourself to be codependent or allow yourself to be so dependent on this person that you can't see past the truth, your truth. So see the other person's point of view, but also remember to stay in your truth, because remember, our words are truth and surrender. So if you need to surrender a relationship or continue with harmony in a relationship, or whatever it is, and the relationship doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a co-worker, it could be a child, it could be a parent, it could be whomever. But see the other person's point of view and allow that self, that part, to see that person with compassion, with love, with light. Again, we are all one. So if you have that in your heart and mind, there's no way you can go wrong in seeing another person's point of view. And then we get spiritual law of attraction. So how wonderful is that, to know that right where we are attracting that to us, what we are thinking about. So whatever you're thinking about is growing. Whatever you are worrying about is growing. So stop worrying, because worrying is the opposite of praying. It is bringing to you that which you do not want. So make sure this is the week where you decide that you want a deep and meaningful prayer practice. And praying is just what I did at the beginning, that power prayer. I learned how to do my spiritual mind treatments with Ernest Holmes in my spiritual studies and at the Center for Spiritual Living, now the Bodhi Center in Chicago. So if you need to learn how to pray, go somewhere. There are spiritual centers everywhere. Learn how to pray if that is what you truly desire, or even contact me. I teach classes on how to pray and how prayer works. So again, pray. That is your mission for this week. And so then the last one I get is, yes, Ganesh. And I have to say, Ganesh has been coming up for me big time this week. I actually have a necklace. This is my Lakshmi, but I also feel that there's a lot of Ganesh in that. And Ganesh is the God of the remover of obstacles. So whatever, what this big yes is, it's saying, yes, live your life, be your truth, be yourself. And the remover of obstacles, realize and know and have faith that everything is working as it should. And also realize that God has always got your back, and Goddess always knows the way. So surrender in that. And so what a wonderful message and a way for me to start the week for you as well as for myself. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say. And again, it's just such an honor for me to continue to do these videos. It's been over a year now that I started doing these, and I'm just so grateful that I've been blessed with, we have all been blessed with such wonderful technology, as well as steady followership. So I'm just so grateful for the blessings that, the universe has provided me in every way. So, all right, we are on fire this week. So, okay, our 3 cards for the week, we get the Magician, the Devil, and the 4 of Rods. So the Magician, This is telling me we have everything we need. We have all the tools. This is our magic time, just like that spiritual law of attraction card. This is saying you have all the tools. Stop doubting yourself. What is your truth? Live that truth. Be that truth. What is your inspired idea? Remember, you are unstoppable. Whenever you have something within you that is, if you wanted to invent, what I can't think of an invention right now that has not already been invented, but if let's say the Wright brothers, if they had given up on an airplane, I would not be able to do all the traveling that I do. And so they kept going. They hurt themselves. They got up. They fell. They got back up. They kept going. They kept going. So this is what this message is for us this week. Your truth. Surrender your fears. The magician is telling us you've got everything you need. Trust that. Now the devil card. The devil card is letting us know that our fears are holding us back. Our fears. Look at that card. It doesn't mean anything bad, but you have to let go of the past. Surrender it. Let it be where it is. Today is a new day. Leave yesterday in yesterday. Simple as that. If you keep holding on to your fears, they're going to keep coming up. But when you're living in the present and living in your truth and being your authentic self, you get nothing but greatness. You get nothing but the truth. You get nothing but God. And so that's what living in the present is. And that's even what Eckhart Tolle, his book, The Power of Now. Now is all we have. If we're always thinking about the future, then we're not being present. If we're always thinking about the past, then we're always, romanticizing that. So be present. Take a deep breath, because you can't breathe in the past and you can't breathe in the future. You can only breathe when? That is your inspiration. Your breath is your inspiration, because that is where your God self is, right there in the middle of your heart chakra, in the middle of your heart. So breathe there. And last but not least is the Four of Rods. Remember, rods represent fire and spirit. And in this card, they're kind of giving it up. They're being grateful for what they have, seeing what they have around them, and being grateful. And again, the number 4 is a very high vibration number. It also represents a lot of powerful energy. So 4 in our Angel Numbers book by Doreen Virtue. And I love that we got the number 4, because it says angels are with you. Call upon them for help, guidance, and feelings of love and security. So what better way to start your week knowing that the angels are with you? And I really love how that card really represents that. She's got her hand on her heart. She's looking up to the sky, and it's like they're almost being grateful. So that is us. Be grateful for what we have right now, not what we're looking for. Because if you're always wanting, or if you're in that state of I want, then you're already in a state of lack. So just know I am a world-class speaker, and I know that I will be more of who I'm supposed to be as time progresses. I know this deep within my spirit, deep within myself, and that is my truth. So what is your truth today? That's what I want you to work on this week. Your power words, again, are truth and surrender. And my question that I pose to you is, where are you? What is your truth? What is your inspired message? Learn how to pray. Get into a Bible-based or spiritually based, not Bible, a spiritually based church or group, or, put together your own, but be around people that encourage you and are like-minded, so you feel uplifted all the time instead of feeling like you are out there in the trenches. So until next week, so much love, so much peace, so many of my blessings, and just know that all is well. Please stay tuned for Ron, Ash, and I on Thursday at 11 Eastern Time. And again, check out my website at www.tarotlifecoach so I can keep you updated on all the Go-To Guru Girlfriends information and upcoming events and things that we'll be working on, as well as all the things that I'm doing and places I'll be and what I'm working on now. So until next week, peace and blessings. Know you are love and you are light.